Hi, infidels. How are you all doing? uh, oh, I've got a good one for you today. It's a bit of a repeat-ish, right? But is from our main man, William Lane Craig, right? He's gonna talk to us about MythoHistory, and this is for the second time he destroys the judeo-christian religion. Actually destroys it, because he makes a spin on this video, right, that I did not put on the second one. Sorry, on the first one. My apologies, on the first one, because I did not get hold of this video, right? But it's golden. Oh, it's golden, right? Let's go with it. Right, this is this plunker, William Lane Craig. So let's hear him out.
So what did you find was the most surprising as you started researching? I would think not many things surprise you. I mean, is there something that of note as you were looking at the doctrine of?
I don't think it's more of a surprise, but of a change of mind.
Yes, there would be a couple of things. Biblically speaking, I think what really surprised me was the plausibility.
Plausibility, yeah, a chance that could be true.
Of analyzing the literary genre or type of Genesis chapters 1 to 11.
That means whoever wrote it, right, he's just going by what the style of how it was written. He doesn't give a shit who wrote it. Well, first of all, we cannot know who wrote it anyway, but anyway.
As something called MythoHistory. This is a term that was coined by the great Assyriologist, Thorkild Jakobsen.
Oh, before he carry on, I have to make a point of order. Darth Dawkins loved this guy. Right? He loved them to pieces. In several of Darth Dawkins' video, William Lane Craig is mentioned by Darth Dawkins, by Gary Mill, right? Because apparently it is his new idol. Yeah, after Bunsen is gone, now is this plunker here. But this guy is actually burying the Bible, literally destroying it.
And it characterizes a narrative that does concern actual historical.
Okay, let me put what he's saying. Actual historical event. That's an important concept, right? So if you got a actual historical event, will you put fiction? So would it be actual historical event if you put any type of thing that it does not concern with that activity? In other words, do you lie? Do you make shit up? Do you embellish it? Will it be actual historical? No, it will be made up. That's the basis of MythoHistory.
Events, but which are told in the figurative language.
Figurative, imagining.
Of myth. And I think there are very persuasive reasons to think that Genesis 1 to 11 belongs to this genre of MythoHistory.
Very strong case to conclude that Genesis is fiction, is made up. Okay.
And that therefore it's a mistake to take it as a literalistic historical narrative.
In other words, actual history. It would be an error. Yeah, I agree with you, William. Go on, baby. You can do it. Take it home.
Now, lest any of your viewers be upset by that, let me remind them that that's what everybody believes about the book of Revelation.
See?
The final book.
Now he's saying exactly the same shit about Revelation. He's saying that Genesis is MythoHistory, the beginning of the Bible, or the man-made book, and the end, which is Revelation, is also MythoHistory, or myth, right? So both of them, the beginning, the important part of the story at the beginning of the story is fake, and the end of the story, whatever you want to fucking call it, Bible, this, that, Sherlock Holmes, whatever, if the beginning and the end is fake, how would you trust that source? No, you won't. You wouldn't, sorry.
Book of the Bible. It is filled with symbols of beasts and dragons and things of that sort that are not to be taken literally, but
right. If it's not literal, right, it's not real. Don't take it literally what it says, basically. 6 days for creation. Don't take it literally, right? Because it's fucking wrong.
Represent nation states and alliances, political alliances, and so forth. Nobody thinks that the beast is some sort of a creature like in Beauty and the Beast. Rather, this is a person who is opposed to God and is a political and military figure. So I would.
Right. What he's going to say here is the coup de grace of the Bible, literally.
Simply ask people to be open-minded about considering whether or not, just as we take the last book in the Bible to be symbolic and imagistic, whether or not that might not also be a way of plausibly interpreting the first 11 chapters of the first book.
As I said, he said the end and the beginning. I said at the beginning and the end being myth, right? Literally, he said that
of the Bible. Now, the other thing that surprised me.
Now this is the golden part, right? This is debunking young Earth creationists. Listen carefully to what he's saying.
Matthew, scientifically, I was really stunned by the compelling archaeological evidence.
In other words, he believes the archaeological people. Overwhelming.
Concerning how early modern cognitive behavior is exhibited among archaic human beings. There have been spears discovered in Germany that are as carefully crafted as modern Olympic javelins are. And these date from around 400,000 years ago.
Bye-bye, young Earth creationists. 400,000 years ago. 400. William Lane Craig is admitting that there is no young Earth creation. He's admitting it by saying that there are spears, right? The whole fucking thing, spears, javelins, right? That are dated to 400,000 years ago. I mean, you cannot get any better than that, right? But even let's imagine that that's not the case. Let's say that these people doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. He's got another one.
And were used doubtlessly in big game hunting. Moreover, in France, in Bruniquel Cave, there was found a circular construction of stalagmites that were put inside of this cave by Neanderthal men. It
Really?
dates back to around 176,000.
176,000 years, right? And allegedly, young Earth creationists like Darth Stupid Dawkins, right? Because he's a young Earth creationist, or Ken Ham and all those idiots, right? They are saying, no. The Bible is literal, right? It's inerrant. It hasn't got any fakery. It hasn't got any myth, right? But this guy is first, it's got myth at the beginning and at the end, right? He's establishing, so that means it's not real. He's establishing, William Lane Craig establishing that there are spearheads or javelins, full javelins, right? 400,000 years. Stalactites in a cave of France, 176,000 years. Thousands of years, right? 400K, 176K.
1,000 years ago or so, before modern Homo sapiens came into Europe.
Right.
And then there was also discovered very recently, within the last year, a piece of 3-ply braided Neanderthal string, where these...
Right, we're talking about threading, yeah? Threading rope, right? Think about that. Rope.
Neanderthal men had actually taken fibers and twisted them into string to make into cords. And the archaeologists on this find said that this required mathematical intelligence that would be comparable to what would be required by a modern language user. And I think that just makes it completely implausible to deny the full humanity of these ancient human beings.
So you understand what he's saying, right? To all of you Christians, do you know what this guy is saying? You cannot deny the prehistory of human ancestry. You can't, right? 400,000, yeah, 176,000, and then recently from Neanderthals, which they consider to be the thick part of the human, like Christians, right? They managed to know how to do threads and make cords of rope, right? Or stronger rope. Thank you, William Lane Craig. Thank you very much. Yeah, as usual, we are very impressed with your honesty, right? A little bit of double standards because you want to make a book based on MythoHistory for your own personal gain, which is totally cool for atheists because you just admitting that the Bible is bullshit. But hey, to each his own. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening into the end, if you have, right? And until next time, I'm going to talk about this idiot Darth Dawkins in a minute, yeah, because I've got 5 days off my holidays, so I've got plenty of time to make some videos for you guys. Until next time, see you later.